G'day folks, in this video we're going to change the air filter element in this 2016 Holden Captiva LTZ. Alright, some of the tools you'll need to do this job is a screwdriver to take off a few screws off the actual air filter cover. I've got a trim removal tool as well, you'll see that in a second, and a flathead screwdriver as well. So that's pretty much all what you will need. Alright, so it's a pretty straightforward job to do. On the actual air filter box there's a screw here, another one here, one down there and another one there. The other thing that needs to be disconnected is this airflow sensor. There's also a clip in here which you'll need to use a trim removal tool to take off. You'll then need to loosen this flathead screw, undo that clamp to allow you to remove the cover. So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started. We'll just undo this connector off this sensor. That just unclips and slides out. You then need to use a trim removal tool to take off this little clamp that sort of holds that in there, because you use something like a trim removal tool, a screwdriver might end up snapping it. Alright, so we'll just move that out of the way. Alright, so the next job, we can undo this clamp, just loosen that up with a flathead screwdriver. It only needs to loosen up, you don't have to take it all the way, and then you'll see that whole section will just sort of slide back. There's a flexible section on there to allow it to be removed, so that'll just sit there like that. The next step then is just to remove all of the screws out of the corner of the air box. Alright, so once those 4 screws are removed, you can then just lift up this entire outer air box. And then here's the air filter here. So you can see that's pretty dirty. That's never been changed before. So let's just compare it to the new one. Okay, so the replacement one I've got, this is a Westfill filter. The part number is WA5230. So let's just take a look at that just to make sure it is the correct part. So shape looks identical. It's got the padding underneath as well, so that is ready to install. So before you put the new one in, just make sure if there's any dirt in here, this isn't that dirty, there's a few bits in there, just get rid of them. Use a little vacuum, clean that up a bit before you put the new filter in. Okay, so the new one just sits in there like that. Make sure you get it the right way so the spongy thing is at the bottom. And then we can put this cover back on top. Just be careful of anything with sensors like this, don't drop them, because sensors like that are very fragile. And when you're seating it back on, just make sure that it is actually sitting where it needs to. Make sure all the holes line up too, so that's it locks into place. Don't put that on there yet, but we'll just do up the screws. Alright, the next job is just to connect up this air tube again. So slide that all the way on, and until it can't go on anymore. And then it's in the right spot, and then just tighten up that flathead screw. Okay, and then finally we just need to clip this lead back on, so that little end piece needs to slide into the spot on that air box, and then do up the connector. Make sure you hear that click when you push it back in. Alright, job done. So this Captiva we're working on, it's a 2.2 litre turbo diesel model. So I'm going to do a few other jobs as well. So if you like this video, subscribe, like and comment if you need to. Alright, thanks for watching.